Hey, everybody. It's Monday. It's another Monday. And of course, then, that means it's another Monday in the meditation room with Dr. K. I'm so glad you guys are here. So glad you decided to join me on today. It's going to be a great time today. We are still talking about the journey to midlife wholeness, and we've been having an amazing conversation about what that means, right? And so just want to spend some time, just a little time on tonight, talking about what that really means, right? To be on a journey to midlife wholeness, man. It is in fact a journey. So welcome to Mondays in the Meditation Room with Dr. K for Midlife Musings. This is a space for women in midlife to come and to talk about the magnificence and the madness of this season in our lives, to do it with a tribe of women that understand, like-minded, like-heart, kindred spirits on this journey to midlife. So welcome to the meditation room. Welcome to this space. So I'm glad you're here. Hey, Subi, what's up? How you doing? I hope you're doing good. It's another Monday. Do y'all believe it? It is Monday, February the 22nd, 2021. Can't believe we already in February. What is that? Hey, Janine, how are you? Pray you and the family are well and the grands are well. You doing good, Subi? How you been feeling? It has been good, I guess, for some of us to be able to work from home with all this crazy weather going back and forth. Thank God it wasn't too bad today, but it was cold. I'm doing pretty good, Subi. I'm just wanting spring to come. I'm not rushing the seasons, but I'm looking forward to spring. Just when it's time for winter to be over, you've had enough, right? You ready to take the cold, the hats and the gloves and the coats and stuff and put it down, right? So I'm not rushing Mother Nature, but I'm looking forward to some good weather so I can get back out there and walk. Though I hear we're supposed to have some decent weather this week. Hey, Crystal. Y'all say hey to your Light Woman tribe. I'm so glad y'all are joining me. Tonight I'm listening to Black Girl Magic. Thought I'd celebrate us a little bit on tonight. Susan, I don't know if you remember Naya Norwood, Reverend Renee Norwood's daughter. She went to Berkeley School of Music. Crystal, young lady, she's phenomenal. This song, Black Girl Magic, was her senior project, I believe, where she had to, of course, do her own song, write it, music, use other students to play the music, help her write the music, instrumentation, and everything. There you go. You got that Black Girl Magic. It is a phenomenal song. You know her, Subi? Yeah. Naya is crazy talented. And so I thought I would kind of showcase her gifts and her music on tonight. Black Girl Magic. You can actually download it on iTunes. It's phenomenal. Hey, Tammy. So she's a talent and a gift. So I was like, let me just play some celebration, Black Girl Magic, a good anthem to encourage us. That is amazing to see them walking in their gifting like that, right? these are kids that were little and have all grown up right in front of us. I love it. So stay on your journey, y'all. We are all on a journey. Hey, Tammy, Naya Norwood too. Just beautiful. When she would come home for a vacation while she was in school, she would come up to the church. That's back when we were on Silver Hill Road, and would sing for us. I'm gonna have to reach out to her and find out where she is and what she's up to this day. Girl, you got that Black Girl Magic. Yep. I'm talking to you, you, everybody on. Woo! I love it. I could just listen to that all day. Just phenomenal. So I'm saying that to you, y'all. You got that black girl magic. Don't give up on this journey to yourself, to rediscover yourself, to rediscover the joy of being you in midlife and beyond, wherever you are on that continuum um, of midlife over 45. Right? This is our season of discovery, rediscovery, of learning, relearning. How about this? Unlearning some things, letting some things go, let some things be, and let some things rest, let some things die. We got to do it all in this season. So, yay. Hey, Yolanda, good evening. Great to see you. Hey, Sister Max, it's good to see y'all. So, I promised myself on tonight that I would not keep you guys past 9:30. So, we're going to move it right along. And to let you know, I'm actually considering moving our timing, not the day, but the time, up an hour to 8, to give us the opportunity to really create that space between the end of our day and giving us that time to start our evening rituals, to give our bodies time to start relaxing and acknowledging and recognizing that it's time to rest. And so, in order to do that, for my own schedule and preferably for yours, I hope it won't disrupt your schedule too much as moving it up um, an hour earlier or half an hour in between 8 and 8:30, so that we can really kick our self-care into high gear. And rest has been laid upon my heart that we really, as women in midlife, need to, like we talked about, prioritizing ourselves and creating those boundaries. One of the new things, and we're going to talk about that today, one of the new things that I am introducing to myself on my life system in my days is really getting to the place where I actually begin to shut down. And I don't mean shut down in a bad way, but I mean power down, actually, is what I want to use. I get ready to literally power down, putting aside the phone, putting aside my iPad and all of those things, and really even putting it in my phone. So really right now at 10 o'clock, my alarm goes off with that little go to sleep kind of bedtime lullaby song, means it's time to power down. And so whatever means you need to support you to get to that place, to remind you, because our rest is vital, y'all. And a lot of women in midlife are struggling with insomnia. They can't fall asleep. They can't get to sleep. And if they fall asleep, they can't stay asleep. Or you getting up going to the bathroom multiple times, or just something that impedes good, solid rest. And I believe as we change our minds and train our minds, rather, train our spirits and begin to create it where our bodies and our minds are trained to begin to shut down. And the truth of the matter is, and I mean power down, not like shut down, but to power down, because really most of us can really start getting sleepy, around 9ish, 9:30, 10ish, and it's your body telling you it's time to rest. But what we do, we would push past that and keep going. And what we were doing was training our mind and training our body to stay up. Right? And then we keep overstimulating our minds with the phones and the iPads and television. We keep stimulating our brains right before we try to go to sleep, and then we wonder why we can't go to sleep. And so sometimes it might take a minute for you to power down. So give yourself the time to power down, to start saying, okay, this is my quiet time. Start setting your boundaries. And so that you'll know, use your alarm on your phone, use whatever you need to use, right, to start powering down your body, because you've trained your brain to work overtime, but you can also retrain it to quiet, calm down, and get to that place where you can start resting, right? Sometimes I turn my diffuser on with lavender, or scents that start creating that level of relaxation, right? Or I will turn on the sound of the ocean, and it literally triggers something in my mind and body that says it's time to relax. Right. So we got to start doing that. Yep. Tammy, yep. Powering down is good. Hey, cousin. Yes, Susan, rest is vital for everything. Right. When you have sleep deprivation, it affects your thinking. You can't focus. You can't concentrate. Right. And you begin to get sluggish in your body. It affects your vital organs. I mean, we have no clue what damage we're doing to our bodies if we're not getting at the minimum 7 hours, because your body, your cells, your organs, everything needs that time to rejuvenate. And it does its greatest rejuvenation when you're in that REM sleep, that REM sleep, when you are just gone. You're not dreaming, you're not thinking. It's that heavy, deep breathing sleep that we all need. Right? So that's so good. So, all right. And Christmas, I use mine all the time. It's soothing. What? Which one you use all the time? You play ocean music. What do you do? And for those of you who do have a nighttime or a power down ritual, what do you do? Um, yes, Janine, that's what I'm talking about. She said, yes, I love the sleep music on YouTube. They have, I mean, whatever you're looking for, you can find it on YouTube. So sometimes I'll use my phone and play it so that I can do a sleep timer, so that after 45 minutes or so, it goes off by itself when I'm asleep by then. The YouTube ocean sounds or white noise or whatever it is, it can go like for hours. It'll take you right through if you want to do that. Yeah, you say that's why I gotta get this cat out of my bed, disrupting your sleep. Why you always moving around? Yep, yeah, kick him out your bed. Um, Make sure your room is in a cool temperature, not cold, because I can't sleep if I'm too hot and I can't sleep if I'm too cold. But you do sleep better when you are cool, right? Your sheets don't hold heat, right? And you have water by the bed. But here's the other thing. If you're like me and you have hot flashes in the night, where you've thrown the cover off and then thrown it back on, just that happens. But sometimes I have more of those in the night if I go to bed stressed or concerned, or I'm rushing, or I haven't had time to let my body power down. Drink some chamomile tea or drink some golden milk, which is like you can use almond milk or coconut milk and turmeric and ginger and some warm almond milk. That's called golden milk. So almond milk, coconut milk, hemp milk, whatever you use, or regular milk. If you're still doing regular milk, some turmeric, ginger, put that in there, warm that up, drink that. Woo, yeah. And some health food stores, some grocery stores have the golden milk either powdered or liquid already made, and you just add your warm milk or whatever it is, or your chamomile, whatever you do, and find that place of ritual. Have a journal, take some time to brain dump at night. Get all those thoughts out of your head, journal it. Things that you got to do tomorrow, things that happen that day, whatever you need. If you need to vent, whatever you need to do that. Or do a gratitude journal. Do something at night that helps you relax and power yourself down. Oh, that's good. Susan said she likes her essential oil burner and put on some instrumental music. Come on. Woo. That's it right there. That's some good one. Y'all do it. So Dorinda said, yeah, the real talk, them hot flashes that I know they don't help. And for me, now this might not be for anybody else. And I like Sonia, so she has hot lemon tea and her Amazon playlist, or lavender. It is so soothing. Yep. And so um, the one of the things you can also do is a sleep mask. If you haven't tried it, go ahead and try it. Pretty soon, that's going to be one of the products in our Enlightened Woman product line is a sleep mask. We are working on that even as we speak. But a sleep mask for me, helps me sleep deeper, because they said your room needs to be cold and not cold, I'm so cool, and lights off. Like, I'm sensitive to light, any type of light. And so I literally sleep deeper when I use a sleep mask, because it there's no light whatsoever. The darkness and the cool, having done the relaxation ritual, helps. And so you might want to consider that. All right, so we've spent enough time on that. We'll talk about that some more, right? So, got 15 minutes to just kind of talk about this part. So, we've been talking about the journey to midlife wholeness, right? And we talked about acceptance, which was so powerful. And tonight, I just want to talk briefly about healing. You cannot walk in wholeness without healing. And you cannot heal unless you acknowledge or can identify places where you still feel broken or um, mm, what I want to say, separated from yourself, or places where you've compartmentalized pain or trauma or disruption or even disappointment, because sometimes we get to midlife and we look back over our life and we're sad because we feel like we've missed opportunities, or we feel like there were dreams that didn't come to pass, or we had dreams and we stepped out there to make them happen and it didn't work, relationships that maybe didn't pan out or turn out the way we thought. um, it could be things on our job, our career, or we don't have what we think we should have by now. All of that can plague us, weigh us down, and burden us. And we want to be in midlife. Remember, we said that doesn't mean you don't have scars, or we're not looking for perfection, right? We're looking for progress. And part of that progress when you get to midlife is having the awareness of being whole, right? And that means that you are finding joy in your life. You are finding joy in being who you are, not that you have everything. Because the truth of the matter is, we're trying to get to the place where our groundedness, our place of being and sense of being in this world is not depending on the people that are in our lives or the people that are not in our lives or things. That there is a place that we can get to where just our existence, our relationship and oneness with God and with ourselves, that we're focusing on those things that matter, and that we have a sense of self and a sense of peace. Mm, that's what we're talking about when we're talking about that midlife wholeness. And part of it is healing. And here's the thing, we are not talking about not having even the memory of certain things, because you're going to have the memory. The question is, what do we do with the memory, right? Does it trigger us? Does it create negative actions or reactions to other people, right? Or have we extracted from those experiences and learn from it and or released it because we can't change it? Ooh, that is a place of growth that we can all get to, right? That we may have had experiences and traumatic events happen in our lives, or relationships, or things that have happened, right? And to no longer let it find a place in you that can trigger guilt, right? Or pain. What have we transformed it into as a place of overcoming, of gained strength, gained wisdom, and that it just becomes a part of our story, but not our identity. Big difference. That things we experience um, can become a part of our story, right? But not our identity. So today, um, that's good. So that's a good. Oh, thank you for saying that. What do we do with the memory? Here's the thing: when we get to that place where we're healed from something, memories transform, right? So they're not nightmares, right? That they're not things that haunt us. We can remember something, and it's just like we can remember the loss of a friend or a family member, and we will cry, we will feel those emotions, right? Just like it was yesterday. And we can have those memories, and what we are trying to transform them, because there are some things that we encounter in our lives that will change us forever, right? It just it there's some things that will just leave a scar or leave a void in us, and it's not something that we can separate. But how do we make it an experience that we have or part of our story and not our identity? Is to face it, see it, feel it, acknowledge it, even if you have to go to therapy, whatever you have to do to change the power and the place that it takes in your memory. Right? That's where we're going with healing. But you have to face it. So on tonight, I just want to take a few moments to I'm in my meditation chair on tonight because I wanted to take us through a few breath exercises and moments of meditation for skills, because when you're healing, it can be frightening. The reason why we stuff down, right? The reason why we try not to deal with stuff, because it's painful, because it's scary, because it can unearth emotions and feelings we don't want to deal with. But the truth is, y'all, they don't, unless we deal with it, they won't go anywhere. They just gonna, we don't give them the opportunity to transform if we don't deal with it, right? And it's transforming us. Instead of us uh, causing those things to transform, they're transforming us. They're changing us, and a lot of times into something that we don't want to be or should not be, right? So to heal means, and you absolutely have what it takes to travel through that healing process. You might feel like you're gonna break down. You might feel like you're gonna just lose your mind. You just can't stand the pain. And then that's when you grab a sister and ask them to help you walk through that journey with you. Ask the Holy Spirit to help you walk through that journey with you towards healing. Right? Like I said already, go to therapy, do what you need to do. Because if you don't, it will transform and change you. It will affect your body, it will affect your mind, it will affect how you deal with other people. You will feel that weight on you. Stuffing stuff down and not dealing with it does not mean it's gone and that it's not affecting us. So just for a few moments, I just want you to, wherever you are, I hope you, and I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to warn you so you would be prepared, but if you can, wherever you are, whether you're sitting on the side of your bed, whether you're sitting in a chair, whether you are, just take a few moments to just kind of sit up if you're laying down in bed, because, I know that's kind of what we get to do when we're virtual. But sit up on the side of the bed, find a chair, sit in a chair if you're sitting on the couch or whatever, and just sit up wherever you are. If you can sit on the floor, do that. Put the soles of your feet together and just let your hips slide and slip open. Or you can sit in your most comfortable cross-legged position. and sit with your back straight, right? And then in that position, what I want you to do is initially start with your palms on your legs, in your lap, on your knees, face up. I'm sorry, face down. Initially, let's start with our palms face down, right? And we're doing this when your palms are face down. This is a grounding place and a grounding position where you feel solid and weighted and held in this grounded position. And just take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Let's do it that way. One more time. Take a deep breath in, ladies. And exhale. And one more time. I love threes and I love sevens. One more time. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Breath work is sacred work because the breath that we have has been gifted to us by God. It is our life source, and we have to learn how to breathe. Breathing and breath work helps us relax. It helps us release it. There are scientific studies that talks about how breath can tap into our parasympathetic nervous system that allows us to release stress. Now I want you to take your palms, flip them upside down, and have them face up like that. Yes, and we first took a moment to ground ourselves, to feel ourselves, to allow ourselves to feel and feel grounded. With our palms up, what we're now doing is saying, I'm ready to receive from God. I'm ready to receive the wholeness and peace that I need and desire. Now, what do you need to receive from God? Take a moment. Now, let's take a deep breath in, hold it, and release it through your mouth. What do you need to receive from God? Hands down, your palms down, you were grounded, releasing those things. Now, with your palms up, what do you need to receive? Take another deep breath in, sisters, through your nose. And release it. When you do that, fill your lungs up as far as they can possibly go, and then release it. Right? We're going to do it just one more time. Take a deep breath in. And release it. Now I want to do something because a lot of times we cannot pinpoint those things that we are carrying, that stress, that burden, that pain, those memories, those things, because we're not taught to get in tune to our bodies so that we can get quiet, so we can hear the spirit speak to us of those things that we're still holding on to, right? Those things that have a hold on us that we want to let go. And sometimes it's hard for us to even let go of pain and frustration because has become our identity and we don't know who we would be without it. But when you get to the place where you're so ready, right, to be without it, you'll be willing to let it go. So can you put one hand over your heart and one hand over your belly? Where as women we often hold things, hold memories. We think it's here in our head, but we actually hold memories in our soul and our spirit, which is really right in this place under your bra line, a bra bone down to your navel and right below. We hold as women so much there, our pain, y'all. We think it's always our stress in our neck and our shoulders and our jaw, which we really do hold stress there. But that angst and pain for women, we often hold it here. That's right, a place that we hold it. So if you can Go ahead, put your hand on your heart here and your stomach there as we prepare to close out. I just want you to take a moment, close your eyes, place your hand over your heart and your belly. Take another deep breath in, ladies. Deep breath in and release it. Now, I want you to have a conversation with yourself. Get quiet as you possibly can. I'm not sure what your environs are like right now, whether there's noise around you or what may distract you, but just take a moment, close your eyes, and try to shut it out so that you can hear your voice and ask yourself, where do I hurt? Mm. It could be physical, it could be emotional, it could be spiritual. Just get quiet for a moment in your spirit. Take a deep breath in, ladies, and release it. Get quiet and ask yourself one more time, where do I hurt? Where is there pain? Where is that place that I've tried to squash down and press down and not think about, not remember, not feel? How have I anesthetized myself? How have I numbed it so I would not think about it or feel it? Where do I hurt? Take a few moments and listen. Now, this last time we take our breath, because it's not going to happen all tonight. I'm giving you some tools in your private time, in your quiet time, in your prayer time, in your healing time. Giving you some tools to get quiet so that you can hear. And I'm going to teach you how, just for a moment, to release some things in this breath work. This time, when I ask you to take a deep breath in, I want you to take a deep breath in, fill up your lungs as much as you possibly can. And then we're going to hold it for a beat. Then we're going to exhale through our mouths with sound. And I mean, release it like completely, like you're pushing it out of your lungs, your belly. Push it out. And that breath is a releasing breath. And when you do that more than once, I cannot tell you, it does something. It connects you to the spirit, and there are things within you that you don't even know that you need to release. And sometimes it can cause a visceral reaction. You might tear up, your body might shudder or shake because you are releasing it. And that's going to be our final breath work for tonight. And we'll revisit it again because it is so important that you heal. And you can't heal with that. You don't acknowledge or face or allow yourself to feel, right? And then take the moment to quiet. The point is to quiet yourself, quiet your mind, quiet your body so that you can hear it, so that you can acknowledge it. And then take some time to pay attention to your thoughts. Where does it take you? Take some time to journal it. And then we'll go from there in our next steps to how to begin to heal. All right, as we prepare to close, this is our last one. Come on, put your hand over your heart one more time. Put it over your belly. Y'all, and listen to this one and take a deep breath in. Come on, take it in. Feel your lungs. Feel. Take a beat. Now release it with sound. And blow till you empty your belly. Woo, like you pushing it out. And thank you. Now just kind of shake. I love y'all like little kids just shaking your arms and just move that energy around because you're gonna feel this for a minute. Sometimes you even feel tingling, sometimes you feel a buzz like in your body. You will feel it when you begin to move that energy around because you were trying to release it. It is absolutely real, y'all. I'm telling you it is. Because when we come into this space in midlife, when we are trying to step into a new place confidently, stepping into a new place where you are self actualizing, where you are ready to live your life authentically and freely without apology, without looking for permission. You want to do it in a place where whole, where you have faced those things and healed and are in process and progress of moving forward so that you won't feel stuck or stagnant or like you're hitting a brick wall because you are facing those things and you are moving forward. You are fully well able, you're capable, and you're more than enough. Woo! Can I tell you what awaits you on the other side of that freedom and deliverance is a place of wholeness that we absolutely can get to. What I want you to do this week is challenge yourself to do something new or level up on what you're doing in your self-care, your dreams, your work, whatever you're doing. And it don't have to be anything big. For me, I've been very consistent in making movement a part of my day. In the morning, I have me a movement journal. Let me get it. Like this is my movement journal, right? Every time I do something, I write it down. Y'all can't see it. Yeah, my light is all in the way, but I write it down. I start with the week and I go through the day and I write it down. But I've been pretty consistent doing something for 30 minutes, anywhere from 5 to 7 times, and sometimes less if I don't feel like it. Right? I have those days. I give myself that day. But today I decided I'm going to kick it up and go up to 45. Do something to push yourself, whether it's getting up earlier, whether it's praying a little bit longer, whether it's actually saying no to something, but challenge yourself as we end this month of February. Challenge yourself to step up and level up one thing in your life, whether it's drinking more water, what you need to do. What one thing that have you been struggling with that you need to take a step, one step further, right? Level up something, try something new, do something new for yourself, that will be the start of a new habit that you will reap the benefits from down the road. Woo, I absolutely love y'all. Can y'all tell me real quick, if y'all still with me, what did that exercise? If you did it, maybe you didn't feel led to do it. Believe me, I'm all about the gift of allowing. If you like it, I love it. So maybe that wasn't for you in this moment just yet, but you want to do it later. But if you did do it with me, if you did do the breath work with me, if you did do the exercises, if you did do that, can you just shout out to me real quick what that felt like, what you sensed, what you felt? Let me know as we move forward, so we'll know what else. Yes, Yolanda, yep, I know. I responded that same way. Um, yes, love it, love it. Come on, let me know how that felt. And if you have questions, don't forget, put the questions in the chat because I can still review them after our time is up and still respond. If you have topics or things that you want to talk about with the tribe, put that in the chat as well. I'm actually working on my content for the year, special guests that I want to bring in, things that I want to talk about for us as women in midlife, getting ready for a virtual serenity experience in the fall. Right now it's virtual, but who knows if God continues to answer our prayers and things continue to get better, we may even be able to gather together actually for a serenity experience sometime in September-ish. That's the plan. But my goal and my assignment in this season is to help women, coach women, walk us all through entering to rediscovering the joy of being ourselves, right? Letting this be the best season of our lives, redefining what midlife is, not a crisis, but a revelation, getting to know who we are and embracing all of it. Woo! Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me tonight. Yay, Subi said, help me to focus. Yeah, help me. As somebody else said, help me to acknowledge the pain and discomfort in my body that I've been ignoring. There it is, y'all. Come on. We don't want to ignore or make excuses for not acknowledging physical pain, emotional pain, psychological pain, spiritual pain, right? When we get quiet and take note of our bodies and pay attention, our bodies, our minds, our spirits will speak. And then don't think you will be left right there. The Holy Spirit will then help you know how to address it. We're here to midwife each other and rebirthing ourselves into who we were always meant to be. All right, y'all. Go ahead and find some time for your uh, power down, rest rituals, and tell me what you did when we meet next week. Tell me what you did, what you maybe have implemented, the ideas that just the Enlightened Woman Tribe shared with you that you might want to try, right? And then let's do that. Yes, woman, how do I break the habit? I always want to please my loved ones and put myself on the back burner. Woo, Yolanda, you are not alone. We have been conditioned and trained to do that. And it takes a minute to break out. But that's why we're here. That's why we're here to support each other and help us transform and make this the season where we prioritize ourselves. I love it. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Thank you for Dorinda for sharing that. Well, y'all, it's it's our time. Thank y'all for joining me. I just absolutely love having y'all in the meditation room on Mondays with Dr. K, where we are uh, rediscovering the joy of being us. Love y'all. Have a good night and a blessed week. See you soon. Bring a sister with you next time. All right. Talk to you soon. Good night.